Okay, my name is Lekhetho Mtetwa. Was born in Lesotho, but I grew up here in Soweto. I grew up in a hard, like very hard, in a way that when I was at school, I had to see how do I get like books. People who were helping me were like neighbors, even the clothes. Neighbors were the ones who were like offering me clothes, shoes, textbook, so that I may be able to continue with my studies. Here in Procha, things are difficult. Yeah, we're living in a difficult situation because we don't have electricity, we don't have toilets, we don't have taps, we don't have even proper roads. When it's raining, you can't even go outside because it's muddy. And when it's cold, you need to get more blankets because a shack is like a mortuary. Because when it's cold, it's freezing out inside. Because you'll even see, when you look at the roof, you'll see the ice there. The minute the sun comes, the heat maybe on top of the roof, then it starts to rain inside the house, which is something bad for a human being. Like, this is a bad lifestyle for a human being. We tried our best to contact Eskom to install electricity in our shacks, but anyway, the only response that we got was that we will only install electricity for 82 people, and then if these 82 people manage to pay, then that's where they will start to install each and every shack with electricity. But if they fail, then we won't get electricity. And then that's when now people started to gather and come up with ideas on how can we have electricity. Until then, we decided to let's go for illegal connections. Okay, we do connect them firstly before we can put wires under the ground on the ground. Like, we used to use wires hanging all over the trees. Also, we found out that those wires are dangerous because the minute it breaks, when it falls, when kids are playing, they just touch each and everything. And then we found out it is dangerous because it's going to kill most of the kids especially. And we did have that problem whereby most of the kids were being elected, where their death were being caused by the illegal connections. Then we came up with the plan that we need to dig and put proper wires. We did that, and then everything was fine. Though people living in bond houses were having problems, but we're using it until they start to attack us. The issue of toilet, you'll find that one easily is used by more than 10 to 20 families, which is something it's bad. It is bad. Whereby more than 10 families can share one toilet, because some of the toilets have been placed on the street, which can be used by each and everyone who sees it or who wants to help himself. So we did fight for the toilets until we did win the case of Protea. We did win it at court, and court demanded City of Johannesburg they told City of Johannesburg to give us proper toilets, taps, and proper roads. But none of those things were being attended to. Even the taps, we connected. We had to look for the pipes so that we can connect water for ourselves, so that we can be able to cook, wash clothes, clean our yards, houses, and ourselves as well. We had to find out where are the pipes so that we can connect. Everything here, it's not in a proper way whereby a human being can say, no, here I'm living a normal life. Here, if things are abnormal, there's nothing which I can say maybe it has been delivered to us so that you can use it. Each and everything that we're using here, it's out of our knowledge on how can we get that thing. How can we find pipes? Where to maybe pipes? Where are the pipes of water? Where can we get maybe? How can we get easy lose? Because even easy lose, when you go to the IFP chairperson asking for it, if you are not a member of a political party, it's hard for you to get an easy look, because even here we've tried our best because they say you need to register for it. We did that several times, but we never get attended. They never attend to us. Instead, people who came after us were the ones who were being privileged with the easy look. Yes, I am the member of the Landless LPM, which is Landless People's Movement. It's a social movement that focuses on the needs of the people, which fights especially for land. Because the land that we are sitting on top of has been they are selling it piece by piece. LPM started in 2001 here in Protea, and I joined it in 2007. After realizing that it fights for things which we need as human beings. Then I started joining LPM, and our Maureen elected me as a youth chairperson during those years. We have a slogan that says no land, no house, no vote. The reason why I became an anarchist is that as I was attending the study cycles, I found out that, okay, most of the things there are things which I believe in. And another thing is that I'm one person who don't believe in leadership. And I'm one person who don't believe in voting, because since I've never vote for, even if it can be a national election or whatever, I've never take my ID and go to the voting station to vote for maybe Mandela or whoever. The reason why is because I grew up hating politics, because I saw politics as a tool to oppress people. So I grew up hating politicians. I grew up hating politics, especially the ANC. I grew up hating it. I've never liked it since I was young. And then after as I was attending the study cycles, then my heart said to me, Lekhetho, don't you see that you are an anarchist in hiding? You see? Then I was like, oh, what must I do? Then that's when now I decided that, you know what, let me do the right thing, what I want, what I feel inside. Then that's when now I started being committing myself to Zabalaza. Yeah, most of the people, they ask me, why are you anarchist? Because anarchist is for the white people, you see. That's what most of the people are saying. No, anarchist is for the white people. So why do you follow the white people? I was like, no, it's not for white people. It's what I also feel. This is what I am, and this is what I want to be. I want a vote because I don't believe that a vote can change someone's life. Instead, you vote for a person. When the person gets there, she or he forgets about you. He now looks at his or her life, and even her kids. You see, so I believe that each and every person has a right to decide for himself or herself. No one must decide for the next one. You see, to be an anarchist, they believe in unity, like things must start from the ground. You see, they don't believe in leadership, in people who will decide for you. So why can't you search, talk to your heart and search yourself, what is it that you want? Because in anarchist society, you don't have a leader. Okay, I practice anarchist like in the daily life by always getting people together and maybe discuss some of the issues which are problems which are facing, on how do they think how can they be all the problems be resolved. And then mostly they say, no, we need to march the government, all those things. Then I'll just tell them that, you know what, guys, marching and doing all those things, it won't help. The only thing which you need to do is to organize with other social movements and even people who are not even aware of what the politicians are doing. We need to organize and then give them information, you see, and even as we need to equip ourselves with information on how can we fight the system that we are living under. In helping others, usually, mostly what I do, I encourage people in planting. And if maybe a person says, no, I want to have my own garden, but now I don't have the materials, I do offer them seeds. Okay, here are the seeds. Sometimes I help them to make their gardens, so that even them, they can be able to see that, okay, what life must they live. You see, what the anarchist society is all about. We really need to achieve anarchism because at this present moment, people are suffering because of the system you're living under, the capitalist system. So we need to abolish the system the system, so that people can live freely. We will reach it only if we organize properly, and if we will also fight the government in doing things which he doesn't do for the poor communities, such as connecting electricity, water taps, taking out the meters which he installs in people's yard, so that they can buy those water. By removing all those things, we will be able to reach the anarchists, and also by getting to the soldiers and feed them our information, give them the information that we have, so that you can be able to have them on our side to fight the very same government they are working for.